your intelligence. It wasn't your money, but it was the sacrifice that Christ made for you. I wish I had somebody that could let the devil know that every area he had influence in your life, you taking your hands off of it. He had his hands on your money. He had influence over your family. He was trying to destroy your children, but instead of trying to fix it on my own, I'm taking my hands off and lifting my hands up. I wish I had 50 people in here that would just lift up your hands and give God some praise, because ain't you got the same testimony that Big Mama used to say? She would say, can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. I dare you to tell the devil that you no longer have control over me. You no longer rule in my life. But I take my hands off and I lift my hands up. Can I have somebody just lift your hands and tell God, you can have it. You can have it. Because here it is. You do me a favor if you're not too mean. Just nudge your neighbor, tell them you can't save yourself. You can't save yourself. If you can save yourself, then there was no reason for Jesus to die. That's right. If you can save yourself, there was no reason for him to hang on the cross. If you can save yourself, then we wasted our time with that big celebration last week. If you can save yourself, well, I've learned in my lifetime that I can't do it without him. And that if I want my relationship with him to go to another level, then I have to stop trying to fix it on my own. The text says, whoever shall save his life will lose it. But whoever loses his life for me and the gospel. I love this. Okay, could you make sure you get this down? Number one, you can't save yourself. Number two, your calling is to die. Now, I know that won't make nobody shout. Your calling is to die. Wait a minute, Pastor, that's kind of morbid. What do you mean? My calling is to die. See, here's where I want to apologize to you for modern church. Because what we've done effectively, unfortunately, we've done effectively, is to compress the calling of God. What we've done very effectively is to truncate the truth of salvation. What we've done is diminish the demands of discipleship. And we've condensed it to simply saying a prayer and then being saved. But before that confession is verbalized, it must first be internalized. Because if it comes out your lips without first passing through your heart, it has no victory. And there is now a generation of people who think they're following Jesus, but they're really not. People who think that they're on the Lord's side, but they're really not. Because the call to discipleship is a call to die.
My Lord.
Okay, can I tell you a story? There's a story about a Muslim man, part of a Muslim tribe, that based the identity of their tribe on the fact that they were Muslim. To renounce your religious beliefs in that tribe would cause you, one, to lose your life. They would decapitate those who would refute the Muslim faith. This tribe identity was based upon that. Not only that, but you would, if allowed to live, would have to leave the community. And imagine the same Muslim man who's a part of this community who gets ministered to by a believer. And this believer begins to share with this man the beauty of the glory of God. He begins to share with him the fact that God loved him so much that he sent his only begotten son, who died in his place so that he could live in eternity with him. He began to share with this individual that in spite of everything that you've done wrong, God still loves you. That there's not anything you can do to make God love you more, and there's nothing you can do to make God love you less. And after having a conversation with this man, he begins to see the tears beginning to well up in his eyes. You can see the point of conversion beginning to meet at his soul and his heart. He's beginning to contemplate what is being said to him about Jesus, and he finds in his heart that he wants to be saved.
Amen. Amen.
But this Muslim man now has a decision to make, because if he professes Christianity, he would be decapitated. If he says he loves Jesus, then he would be excommunicated at best out of the community. So with this brother sitting there deciding what does he do, some in our culture would say, simply say a prayer and that's enough.
Well,
but this brother realizes that his allegiance to Jesus must be as strong as his allegiance to being a Muslim.
well.
So if he confessed Christ, he's going to confess Christ all the way. This is a true story. And this brother now lives on the outskirts of this community and goes into the community daily to share with other people about the glory of God.
Amen.
He risked his life on a daily basis in order to tell other people about the redemptive, saving power of Jesus. He realized that his call to discipleship was a call to die.
Well.
Here's the question I want to ask somebody here today. Are you willing to die for Jesus?
Well.